Hello everyone, this is Greg Fenn, Camel River Guide Service, back again on Lake Sam Rayburn in beautiful East Texas. And welcome to this week's portion of how to catch crappie, specifically spider rigging during the winter time. Now in this part of the country, not a lot of people spider rig. They do in other states such as Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, have a lot of success with it. But I have done a little bit of it too down here on Lake Sam Rayburn, and it can be profitable in this time of the year. We have had absolutely horrible conditions. Today it's 54 degrees, high pressure, sunshine, but as you can see, these fish are up the tributary and this is really muddy water, but they're here. Now how am I going to get them to bite? Recently we have had some weather in the teens. The surface temperature of the water here right now is 38.9 degrees. These fish are pre-spawn fish, obviously, in the middle of part of January, but they're also very lethargic. So it takes a little effort to catch them. So today, my technique is different than most of the year. Today, I'm going to use my spider rig system. To do this, I have 10-foot crappie rods, and I have at the bottom of these rods I put two weedless jigs. They're 1/4 ounce jigs. I don't have bodies on them. Now these are 1/4 ounce weedless jigs. They have little spinners on them, and what I'm going to do is tip these jigs with minnows. I'm going all out today because the fish are so finicky. So what I'm going to do to accomplish that is I'm actually going to take a minnow on these jigs and come up through the soft spot of it, not in the gills, but in the soft spot of the bottom lip, and get a piece of its head, and we're going to rig it up just like this, a jig head tipped with a minnow. And I'm going to do these on both of them. Once I've done that, I've already looked at my graph and I've established that these crappie are on the slope of this particular tributary. And being on that slope, even though it may be 13, 14 feet deep, it looked like to me on the graph, these fish are holding around 8 to 8.5 feet. So I'm going to use my bopper stopper, and you probably saw me on another video to show this. This is a 10-foot rod, so I'm going to raise this up to about 8.5 feet, and then I'm going to take my bopper stopper. I'm just using my rod as a measuring tool. I'm going to take that bopper stopper and run it right up to the tip of my rod. Now I know how deep I'm going to get. So what I'm going to do is just place this in the water, and I'm going to let out the line until that bopper stopper is on the top of the water, and I'm going to set these rods right in the rod holder in my spider rig system and reel that up right to that bopper stopper is right above the water. I'm going to set out 2 or 3 rods like this. I can set out up to 8. But being where I am and it's a little tight in here in the tributary, I'm only going to do this. I'm only going to put 2 or 3 rods out today so that you get an idea how this can work. The idea with my XI5 trolling motor, I'm going to set it about 0.2 or 0.3 miles an hour. Just very slow, do a drift through here and stay on the slope of this tributary. And I believe we're going to be picking up some fish. So I hope you enjoyed today's program. It's way different than what we normally do on fishing brush piles during the year. But this is, you got to do what the fish tell you. And you got to fish the way they want it. And this way we can cover a lot of water and hopefully we'll pick up some crappie. So let's see how we do today, and I hope you enjoyed today's program. And there he is. Hit that bottom one. That crappie is cold as ice.